So item number 1, always concentrate on the fundamental basics of dog training, no matter how far you have progressed with your training. So this is item number 2, and this was a revelation for me when I was watching a video on chimpanzees, on how intelligent they are and all that. So there were a few chimpanzees from all around the world, and then there was this chimpanzee in Japan that was being featured, and there was this female chimpanzee that is supposed to be very good at memory of numbers, the order, the ascending order, descending order of numbers and all that. And the researcher who was working with that chimpanzee said a very small sentence, and that just struck a chord with me. He said that this chimpanzee is so intelligent because she is so patient. And that is such a beautiful statement, because people always ask me, what is the best dog training method, who is the best dog trainer, what is the best way to train a dog? And the answer to that is, a patient person is the best dog trainer. Being patient is the best way to train a dog. There is no technique that is more effective than being patient. So patience is the way to learn. Patience is the way to teach. So this I cannot emphasize enough. If I could, engrave these words in gold, I will. It is such a beautiful concept. Be patient. Learn to be patient. This is the next item, and it is a pet peeve of mine. Usually I do not participate much in internet forums, but when I do, I hear a lot of people saying that, oh, my dog is obdurate, my dog is not motivated, my dog is a bit adamant, stubborn and all that. And it makes me laugh, because first of all, how do you quantify that? If you are going to follow a scientific training process, how does one quantify obduracy? Is there a scale for that? No. So first of all, we should not, when you train dogs, you should not even talk about all that, oh, my dog is being dominant and all that. That's all. Is there a scale for dominance? Can we measure that? If you are going to adopt a scientific approach, you have to talk only about things that you can measure. I can measure whether my dog is moving or not. I don't see an adamant dog. I see a dog that moves or doesn't move. And why a dog doesn't move or why a dog moves is somewhat irrelevant to the process of training. We are concerned about, unless the dog has a fractured leg, then there is some sense to it. But if a normal dog is not very motivated, then we have to work towards motivating the dog, rather than trying to figure out why that dog is not motivated or why that dog is aggressive and all that. And you can never ascertain whether what you say is true. I can tell you hundreds of things as to why my dog is lazy. But is there a scientific way to ascertain whatever I'm saying is true? Is the dog going to bear witness and say that, you know what, Ram, whatever you've said is right? No. At best, it is an educated guess. And it is only of some academic interest. When you are training a dog, why the dog is not moving is not very important. To make the dog move is more important. So don't talk about, the dog being adamant, the dog being not driven, the dog being dominant and all that. It's all unscientific. Always talk about things that you can see. Whether the dog moves or it doesn't move, whether the dog complies or it doesn't comply. And what are the steps you can take to make it happen. That is how scientific dog training should progress.